It is the hunger that never dies, the cold that consumes the soul, the wind that whispers a single terrible word: eat. In the frozen north of the continent, the indigenous Algonquian-speaking tribes knew a terror that came with the winter. It was not a beast they feared, but a spirit, a malevolent, cannibalistic entity that rode the blizzard, a manifestation of starvation itself. They called it the Wendigo. When modern storytellers speak of the Wendigo, they show us a monster, a giant, deer-like beast with branching antlers, rotting flesh, and an animal's cunning. This is the creature we see hunting in the mountains, a terrifying predator. But this is a mask. The original legends do not describe a beast. They describe a possession. The true horror of the Wendigo is not that it hunts you. The horror is that it turns you into the hunter. The myth was born from the harsh reality of winter famines. In these desperate times, some were forced to break the ultimate taboo to survive: cannibalism. It was said that the first taste of human flesh opened the soul to the Wendigo spirit. The spirit enters the cannibal, possessing them. Their heart is said to turn to ice. They are overcome with an insatiable, agonizing hunger for more human flesh. This is not just a legend. It is a recognized cultural syndrome known as Wendigo psychosis, a terrifying madness where the sufferer is haunted by the craving to eat their own kind. The transformation is a mockery of starvation. The possessed human grows taller, their limbs elongating, their skin graying like a corpse. They are perpetually skeletal and gaunt, because no matter how much they eat, their hunger is infinite. They are the walking embodiment of famine. This ancient spirit of hunger, this force of nature, manifests in many ways. In the universe documented by Stephen King, this entity found a home in the deep woods of Ludlow, Maine. Here, it took on a different role. It became a genius loci, a spirit of the place. The Micmac tribe knew this place. They knew the Wendigo dominated this land, and they respected its power, burying their dead in its territory. But the Wendigo is a force of corruption. It cursed that burial ground. It twisted the soil, imbuing it with a dark promise. The Wendigo's curse was simple. Whatever was buried in that sour ground would not stay dead. But what returned was not life. It was a hollow shell, possessed by the Wendigo itself. The creatures that came back were aggressive, foul-smelling, and cruel. They were puppets for the ancient spirit. The mythological Wendigo is drawn to physical hunger, but the Wendigo of Maine learned to feed on something deeper: emotional hunger. It feeds on grief. It is a master manipulator, just like the entity in Derry. It waits for a heart to break, for someone to be so consumed by loss that they will do the unthinkable. It used Bill Baterman's love for his son Timmy to unleash a zombie that terrorized the town. Decades later, it patiently used Judd Crandall to show Louis Creed the power of the Brown. And when Louis's own son died, the Wendigo did not stop him. It watched him, let him pass through its forest, knowing the harvest of suffering that was about to bloom. The original Algonquian myth is a cautionary tale. Do not let physical hunger destroy your humanity. But the Chronicle of Ludlow is a different warning. It tells us that grief, the hunger for what we have lost, can be just as corrupting. The Wendigo is the god of the lost. It does not care if you are hungry for human flesh or for a life that has been taken from you. To it, all hunger is the same, and it is always waiting to be fed.